Welcome viewers, hope you are all very good. Welcome to my channel Numerical Text. In this video I shall introduce to you the chain rule, especially the differentiation of two very important sums. Follow it very carefully, very helpful to all of you. The first sum is y equal to sin inverse x by root over 1 minus x square, where the second one is x into. Look the difference. The first one there is no x into, while in the second there is x into. So very careful. So first let us do the first one. First one is not difficult, but the second one requires a lot of manipulation, calculation and adjustment of the terms. So from the first sum we see that y equal to sin inverse x root over 1 minus x square. So using the quotient rule, you know the quotient rule, very easy. So square of the denominator, then keeping the denominator constant, then ddx of the numerator. So this is the whole square of the denominator. So it is now ddx of the numerator, then minus of sin inverse x, keeping numerator constant and ddx of the denominator. See, this part is not in the standard form, we use substitution in this part. Let's proceed. And so 1 minus x square, this is the quotient rule, so that have been used here. So v into ddu minus v into dv by dx by v square, where u and v are both function of x. U and v both are function of x. Okay, both function of x. You know this, get it from any book. I have written here just for your benefit. Now let's proceed. Now see, this sum root over 1 minus x square into ddx of sin inverse x. ddx of sin inverse x is equal to 1 by root over 1 minus x square. Now minus sin inverse x, and it is the part which actually use chain rule here. Okay, because okay, and v and then dd x of the part substituted. The part substituted v is 1 minus x square, and hence we have used, or we have assumed what now, v equal to 1 minus, let v equal to 1 minus x square. So because root over 1 minus x square is not a standard form, so it is not possible to do the sum. So within the sum a chain is used. So as the previous sum, and you can see the other videos for the introduction of the chain rule for the basic sums. So it is not difficult part. Now what is going on? Let us write down the sum 1 minus x square into root over 1 by x square. I think these two terms actually cancel, no? So we can write on 1 only, and now sin inverse x and 1 by 2 root. Always remember that ddx of root x is 1 by 2 root x. So just keep it in mind. Okay. Differentiation of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Keep it in mind. You can also check it applying x to the power n format. Anyway, let's proceed. So putting the value of v now to cancel, and in the arranging the sum, putting the value of v. Okay. Now 1 minus x square in the denominator. So now let's cross multiply. So dy dx equal to, so 1 minus x square into dy by dx. Okay. So we just raise the term to the left hand side. 1 minus x square first we write down. Follow very carefully, don't hurry it at the beginning. It can be done with higher speed also, but for the beginner one must follow it very carefully and step by step. Once it will become very easy anyway. So it become minus minus plus, arranging the sum x sin inverse x, because minus x there is minus, so become plus in the main line, and 1 minus x square. So the sum is almost in hand. Now 1 plus, this part is actually what, x, and the second part sin inverse x, this is y, because sin inverse x by root over 1 minus x square, the second part apart from the x, this is y. So we can substitute or put the value, hence the proof followed. I think you all understand, and very carefully see the sum. Okay. So proof has been done. So x is already, and the second term is sin inverse by root over 1 minus x square equal to y. We have just put it. So now I think you have understood this. Now come to the second sum. This sum, the difference than the previous one is x into, and so the sum become little more complication, or you may say that actually great manipulations, arrangements of the terms are required here. Sum is not difficult, but that is why it has been given as a proved. What have we have to prove? So look it very carefully. Now we are going on to start the sum in detail. Follow the sum. Actually this sum requires patience, and here is the sum differentiating with respect to x. See the sum carefully. Do not confuse. Must be your patience in order to do the sum, because a number of differentiations appeared in between the sums, and that is why students generally do the sum, or the person do the sum, but main confusion is that arrangements of the terms in this sum. Look, if you do with patience, I think you can practice this sum, and if you practice this sum, this will be helpful for doing the other sum. So Okay, so like previous one, it is also the quotient rules has been adopted as case in the part 1. Now this is in the product rule, x into sin inverse x. So sin inverse x constant, the dx of x, now plus x constant, the dx of root over the dx of sin inverse x, the dx of sin inverse x. Now second part, again substitution required, because in the second part the second term is again not in the standard form, so we substitute here something. So we substituted v. So let v like previous one sum. Whenever a sum is not in standard form, always substitute this. And if you practice this much more, then time will come, then you can do the sum mentally. But for the beginner and to learn the sum carefully, you must substitute, so there is less probability of getting wrong the sum. Mentally sometime it may be blundered. Anyway, let's see. So let us write down the sum. So that is okay. Look the arrangements. ddx of x is 1. No need to write down it 1, because the sum is big one, so I do not want to write down more, so only x remain, and sin inverse x is root over 1 minus x square, as we did in the previous case also. I did the standard form. See, every sum is brought into or adjusted to the standard form. Again, like previous one, the dx of root x is 1 by 2 root x, so we have written it directly. It is very important that root x, the dx of root x is often required to do the sum. So now I think the sum is in our hand. Now let's cross multiply again. Now the manipulation will start, arrangements of the terms. So this 1 minus x square get multiplied with the left hand side term dy by dx, because this is asked in the proof. That is why we have already done this. And now let us proceed, and by writing the terms very carefully. Must have patience. Okay, writing the terms so that no confusion take place. And so we're going on to do the sum in such a way that, okay, so nothing new is written here, the same thing is written. So 2 cancel, and from the second term we only remain xx, that is 2x, x square by root over, putting the value of v 1 minus x square root over. So now let multiply. Better to do what to do. This will cancel and only x remains. So let's write down the x at first better. Okay, let's proceed the steps more thoroughly. And so okay, now the second term is x, because in the proof we have been asked the x plus y by x, so x should be written at first. So x should be written at first. So first term and third term I am taking. Okay, So x plus written at first, x is written separately at the first, and the first term at third term taking the LCM. So it will become 1 minus root x whole square, that means only 1 minus x square into sin inverse x plus x square. Okay, x square sin inverse x, there is a sin inverse x. Okay, writing down, right? So let's multiply. So x square sin inverse x, let's see what is something, some sin inverse x is getting lag, because in the above line there is a sin inverse x, we must write down it so that the sum will come to its adjustment. Just this is okay, sin inverse x. So this is missed now. So okay, that is why I'm waiting something. Okay, now the sum is in hand. Oh, so now we give the denominator is root over 1 minus x square, not below x. Okay, so 1 minus x square. So sin inverse x square sin inverse x and sin inverse x square sin inverse is gone. So the sum is done almost. This is the now x plus okay, but see how to adjust this part. There is many way. So we have to see how to do the sum this part. This part is not difficult. This part, do not confuse here. Okay, this part. Okay, you see this part how to do the sum, because it become easy. I think you have followed the sums, not difficult to do the sum, so very easy. So we just adjust an x in the denominator and the numerator, so the proof follows very quickly, and the sum is very important, and practice is as many times as you can. Very important sum. I think you have followed this sum, so understand this part, this one very important part. Thank you very much for seeing this. Practice this, you can do it. Have a nice day.